Starting with the cashew cream, add your pre-soaked and drained cashews to a blender. Add some seasonings, cover with water, and blend until smooth. Pour into a bowl and set aside for later. To a pot, add 1 cup of dried and rinsed lentils with 2 cups water. Cover and simmer on medium-low for 15 to 20 minutes. Season your lentils and set aside. Press the excess liquid out of the pumpernickel by placing between a clean dish towel and putting a heavy object like a pot on top for a few minutes. There are many different sauce variations you can make. I've used dried chilies as well as tomatoes, but today I'm changing it up and using roasted bell peppers. Sauté some onions over medium heat, then add your seasonings of choice. Give it a stir and then pour in the blended sauce. Stir to combine, cover, and simmer on low for 20 minutes. Break the pumpernickel into pieces and add to a food processor and mix until it becomes a crumbled consistency. You may need to add the pumpernickel in batches at a time to avoid overcrowding the processor. Now add in the seasonings along with a 1/4 cup of cashew cream, then mix to combine. Your filling should resemble a sand-like texture and look like this. Now with all those steps completed, let's arrange our ingredients to make our layering process easier. Coat the bottom and sides of your baking dish with oil and start the layering process. I like to start by adding a thin layer of sauce, then the noodles. I'm not sure if this makes a difference, but it's what I'm used to doing at this point. The noodles I'm using are green lentil lasagna noodles. They are stiff out of the package, so keep that in mind when space becomes an issue. There's no need to cook them prior to baking. Please trust when I say that the key is to make sure you completely cover the noodles with enough sauce to bake in. Otherwise, dry parts will overbake and become tough to eat. The order of how I choose to layer the ingredients is just that, my choice. If you try this recipe, feel free to layer in any order of your choosing. Really make it your own. Then share your results in the comments. Or if you plan to try this, share your excitement. I want to read about all your experiences. You probably noticed that I didn't use much sauce in the beginning. That's because in the past when I made this recipe, I ran low on sauce towards the end, which resulted in few of the noodles at the top not getting enough sauce. So I've learned to start off humble and end with confidence, as you can see when I got closer to the top. Cover with foil and bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. The noodle package says to bake for 35 to 40 minutes, but definitely use your senses. Pleasant aroma is delightful, but burnt aroma is not. After it's done baking, allow it to sit on the counter for a few minutes before removing the foil. After about 10 minutes, remove the foil, cut a slice or two, and enjoy.